So there is this weird paradox I've been sitting with lately. We don't have time, yet time is literally all we have. You know that feeling when you look at the dates or look at the time, then you realize we're like halfway through the year or at the end of the year, or years has passed. Or maybe you see a throwback picture of you from a few years back and it hits you like this was 5, 6, 7 years ago. And you're like wondering, where did that time actually go? You look at yourself in the photo and then maybe you realize you're still thinking about doing the same things you were thinking about back then. It's a weird paradox because, in the grand scheme of things, life is just brief. We don't have time yet. Time is literally all we have. Life is brief. Whether we get 70 years or 80 or 90, it's still short. It's fickle. And when you acknowledge that, you realize that this short amount of time that we get is all we have to work with. Like, you can't just sit around, because if you do, those years go by anyway and you realize they're gone and you haven't moved. You haven't moved. I was talking to a friend the other day about the hustle, while we're all here trying to make ends meet and build a future, and then we got into the heavy stuff, heavy discussions. So you hear those stories about people who worked their whole lives, finally hit that success they were chasing, made money, got to the peak, and then they passed away before they were able to enjoy it. Never really got to eat the fruits of their labor or their hard work. I mean, you hear that and it's easy to think, what's the point? Why am I working so hard if it can just end tomorrow? But then I've realized it's actually the opposite. You don't sit around because life is fickle or life can easily be snuffed out. You get moving because it is, like, life is. If you just sit there procrastinating for 5, 6, 7, 10, 20 years because you're scared of the what ifs, you haven't saved yourself. You've just lived a life where you haven't maximized your potential. I mean, we're all going to die and return to Omega eventually, but the time between now and then, that's for us. That's ours to use. So there's one thing that's been helping me lately in rethinking direction. We wait for this perfectly clear, weighty task to drop out of the sky before we move. I mean, we want the full map before we can take the first step. But someone once told me it was Tommy Arayomi that said something. He said it's easier to steer a moving vehicle than a stationary one, and that clarity will come on the way. Now, if you think about that, if you're sitting in a parked car, you can turn that steering all you want, but the car is not going to face a new direction. It's just stuck. But once you're in motion, you're moving, even if you're just trying things out. That's where the guidance shows up. God or life or people, I think they just tend to speak to you while you're walking. So you find clarity on the road, not at the start line. And the audacity of having nothing. I was scrolling through Pinterest and I saw this quote that was very fascinating. It's a Chinese quote. So I looked up the translation and it said, we came into this world with nothing. So why do we act like we have something to lose? Or why do we live like we have something to lose? And think about it, it's crazy. We're so scared of who is looking or what people might say. We let things like pride, which is usually just fear, masquerading. We let pride stop us from doing what we actually want to do, what would make us happy. We worry about our image and the clock is ticking. Be audacious, be bold, because what's the worst that could happen, really? You end up back where you started. You're already there. When you're rock bottom, there's nowhere to go but up. And it's scary even for me. It's scary even for me, but I don't want my biggest regret to be I had time but I didn't do shit with it. Pardon my French. So this isn't a perfect advice. When I started this whole podcast, usually people do things for a while before they start to experience burnout, but mine was different. 3 weeks in, I was already experiencing burnout. I was questioning a lot of things and everything. I was drained, I was unmotivated. I kept wondering why I started this whole thing in the first place, why I even wanted to continue doing it. But that's the thing, we don't talk about this enough. You have to keep going even when the feeling leaves you. You have to be your own motivation. Like when the excitement wears off, the initial excitement, I'm learning that choosing to show up, like even when I'm burnt out, is how I actually respect the time I've been given. And this applies to our relationships too. We act like we have forever to fix things, but we don't. Like we don't have time to be cold. We don't have time to start and end, start and end, start and end. That's the principle of life. You start and you end, you start and you end. Because start something if it's going to benefit you, and end something if it's not benefiting you. Call your friend and tell them you have their backs and tell them you love them. Do nice things for them. And for the friends who aren't adding anything tangible or positive to your life, you end the relationship, you end the friendship. Now, forgiveness too, I know like that's a very big one, but you need time to forgive. I understand that. Like I said in my previous episode, Remisio, you need time to forgive, but it should be the goal. Okay, you need time to forgive, but then it should still be your goal. You have to forgive. And again, we use self-respect as an excuse to hold grudges. Sometimes, again, it's just silly. We don't have time to carry that weight around. And if you love someone, let them know. If you need to let something go, start the process today. Like, don't wait until it's too late before you say what needs to be said, or you do what needs to be done. So I guess the heart of what I'm sharing is, don't wait. We live and then eventually we die. That's the reality for all of us. But while you are here on this earth, make sure you actually live, don't occupy space. Survive, then live. Our time isn't long, but it's enough. It's enough to be something. It's enough to do something that matters. We don't have time. We don't have time, but time is all we have. It's clear that life on earth is very short. But it's not a call to give up. It's a call to live in that time. Live within it. Because again, we don't have time, yet time is all we have.